boy, you know you're hungry when you're eating fortune cookies. It's the first time I've ever seen these before. The grocery store had them. Tai Ling fortune cookies. 15 individually wrapped fortune. I never knew you could actually go to a regular grocery store and find fortune cookies with fortune in them, and the price isn't too bad. What's going on, guys? The other day I did a stream of to show off Antstream. Now I've showed Antstream off in the past, but I do want to show this because more people want to have been asking me like if it's really worth the value. Like, do you really get a lot of stuff? And I'm up in the air on this streaming service. I think it's cool, but I also think it's something that. So the way I look at this service is it reminds me of one of those plug and play consoles that you can get off of like TikTok that you see all the time, where it has like all the systems on there and it's not been play tested and they kind of just throw things on there because there's systems on there like there's Commodore stuff and Amiga and it's like you need like a keyboard to use some of these. So the other day I kind of just showed off some of the games and I was showing you like Zookeeper and I told you how to play that and I showed you Rolling Thunder. New Rally X I think I showed. Let's get into the nitty gritty. So this is a service that you pay for the year. It's actually not a terrible deal. It's like $30 for the whole year, where you get a bunch of games to play for free, basically, from different systems. And each time they supposedly update it. It seems like they don't do a good job of updating it all the time, which kind of sucks. And some of the games don't seem to run properly because you have to run this off of your streaming. So you have to have really good internet. Now I have directly hardwired into Ethernet, so that's the best you can possibly get. And for the most part, 95% of the time these games work, with the exception of Zookeeper. I showed you. There's a delay. It's not just me. I've taken this to my buddy's place. He's a big Zookeeper fan. He's played it. There's a delay when turning, and I don't know why that is. It's not present on the PS2 title collection. It's not present on my Xbox with the mod and the arcade games. So I don't know. So I'm just going to quickly go through this and just show you some more stuff. I really do like this collection a lot of games because there's some cool, interesting ones you can get on here. But I don't love this thing because it kind of gets boring after a while. It's like, there's some cool games on here. I'm just going to go through real quick and test it. Here's Zombies 8. Let's do Zombies 8 My Neighbors. Now, this doesn't specifically say what version this is. I'm going to guess this is the Super Nintendo version. Let's see, I guess, and find out. Oh, yeah, this is the SNES version. Or is it the Genesis? Yeah, I can't remember now. I love this game. I'll play the first level and see how to play this one. I never had this game growing up. I just remember seeing this in the back of comic books, and I remember they always used to show the big giant baby that you could fight as a boss, and I always wanted to play this as a kid growing up. I had a Genesis and rented so many games. This is one of those games that just never was at my video store. Like I was never able to rent this. I just never saw it for rent. I don't even think I ever saw it for buy. I played it one time at someone's house that I was at, randomly at a family member's house, and their son had like the games. They let me play it, and I just remember this was one of the games, and he let me play it. And I only played it for like 5 minutes until I was told to turn it off, and that was it. So the goal of this game is to get everybody and rescue them. Basically, it's real simple. You just get them all, and then an exit will appear, and that's it. In the later stages, you'll get the ones with you'll get the like dude with the chainsaw. You gotta watch out because he'll kill them, and you might end up missing people, which kind of sucks. You know. I didn't get them all. Oh, there it is. I got them all. And that's just the premise of the game. It actually is fun. I do like this game a lot. I have fond memories of this game. I played this in my later years, so when I got a chance to finally play it, I was like, man, I wish I played this game as a kid. It's cool. You know, it's a LucasArts game, and you know LucasArts, they always made quality games back in the day. They made some awesome stuff growing up as a kid. I did play a lot of LucasArts games. I'll do one more level. We'll do two, at least two, because I do want to say this a little bit more. I could play this game for hours. Here it runs fine, you know. It doesn't seem to... There doesn't seem to be a real delay or anything that I can notice, so that's good. I mean, it does look like it might be stuttering just a brief, like, second maybe, but not really. You don't even notice it. Oh, we don't have a key to get in there now. Oh boy. That's okay. I get to check. Oh, crap. Damn. There's the homeless guy with the... There's a baby. Not the mama. When I think of a baby, I think of, was it, Junior? Was that, it was, the baby from the dinosaur, from Dinosaurs, you remember. I used to love Dinosaurs, that was a great show. I have some dinosaur memorabilia lying around. I have, like, Robbie on with his skateboard, and, I think I have Franny, and I might have the dad. You do that one more time, mister. Yeah, I do. He's got his hard hat on. That's not it. Okay. I have some other cool toys too. I don't have a lot of space for toys, so I only have select few. Probably the rarest thing I own toy-wise is what a friend of mine gave me for helping him watch his booth at a toy show once. He gave me, and the box is not in the best shape, but it's all in there. I have the Ghost, I think that's what it's called, the Ghost Cycle from Gargoyles. Still new and still in the box. Like, almost brand new. That's an awesome thing to have. I love Gargoyles, by the way. I have a ton of the Gargoyle figures. I am a huge Gargoyles fan. Love that show. Used to watch it with my dad all the time. And I have the toys, but I also have the Mario Brother movie toys as well from the 93 Mario Brothers, the one that everybody always says is bad, but I actually have a soft spot for that. I have Mario and Luigi, and I think I have Iggy and Spike somewhere. Maybe they're in like a little baggie. I definitely have the two villains, or one of the villains, and maybe like two Luigis. I can't remember. Actually, the Mario and Luigi figure, I got them at the thrift store, I think. They were pretty rough. All right, that's enough of that. Let's check some other games. Oh, you can save games, by the way. Go here, you get 3 saves. Each game has its own save. There's no settings for this game, which kind of suck. You can't change the controls. Well, you can. You can map the controls. Okay, so you can do that. But that's cool. There's zombies. Here's Valis 3. Let's take a look at that. That is another great game. I like the first Valis on the Genesis. This is Valis 3. This is a legit game that got a legit American release. I don't own this in the personal collection. There's actually a collection that got released recently where all 3 games come on special colored cartridges, and I actually bought that at a gaming convention for like $150 because they were selling for well over $300, so I grabbed one from my personal collection. Like I said, I don't buy a lot of new stuff like re-releases or stuff for like Genesis, and when I bought it, I was having second thoughts because someone had a Sega Pico, and I love odd and usual stuff. But I've been looking for a Sega Pico. I have one, but I didn't have any games or anything. He had the system in the box, and we went back and forth. We battled, blah blah blah. Finally, the guy gave me a deal on $150 for everything. There was about 5 games, I think, and the system in the box and everything. So I have a loose one and a complete one. By the way, this game is also on other platforms. There is a Super Nintendo version of this, I believe. This is on TurboGrafx. I don't know if it's the same name on the TurboGrafx. I have not played that version. I know the TurboGrafx does have better music. Not saying that the music is bad on this game, by the way. Of course, this is a Talent, Japan. They have made a lot of great RPGs and a lot of games that I actually really like. I think this is also Working Designs, maybe. It might have something to do with this. I could be wrong. Talent. I gotta say, for a Genesis game, these look pretty cool. Oh, you can't skip. I was gonna skip it, but it's okay. I have played this game, so I'm so very averse. I remember the first time I played this game was on emulator years later, because a lot of Genesis games I missed out on because either I never saw it in stores to buy, or maybe I just never saw it at the video store. Alright, so now I don't have a weapon. I cannot go in a battle. Right, so I can at least jump, but I can't fight. Come on! Here we go. So we just gotta run from point A to point B. We get our sword, and then we'll transform. I do like the background. I love how this looks. My name is Cham. Okay. Somebody's chasing me and I need your help. Oh, it's this guy. Yeah, he's gonna take her and now I have to basically go after him. I like this song, actually. It's gonna really catch you. I forgot about this game. I wish I had the original. I wish I had the originals of these games. I just never have been able to find complete copies in good shape. Because I would easily have had these already and play these. I might do some Genesis live streams. I don't know if I mentioned in the last video, but I found a gaming monitor at the local Goodwill. Oh, crap. So what happened was, I actually had to take off to go get a root canal looked at. I've been having issues with a root canal, and they supposedly fixed the root canal. But upon fixing the root canal, they assured me, and so far it seems okay. They told me, oh crap. Yeah, there's a delay on this game, 100%. I noticed the delay. I have to get used to the delay. They basically told me that it's going to take a minute for it to heal. So I said, okay, give it 2 weeks. It's already been 1 week. I got to give 1 more week. So far, it does seem a lot better. I can say that much. I don't see any issues or anything. It seems like my gums are better, and that bump that I had on my mouth seems to be sort of mostly gone. But I don't know yet. I have to give it another week and see. I'm hoping. I'm legitimately hoping that it is. We'll find out, I guess. So, I had to call out of work that day and get that taken care of. So I had gotten home, and I had nothing else to do, so I was just like, screw it, I'm going to go out to the thrift stores. First thrift store, I came out with like a CD or two that's from my personal collection. Second thrift store I went to was the local Goodwill. And as I got there, I saw this bad boy just chilling out on a nightstand. Like a dresser had come out for sale, and they had put it out. And I looked at it, and I was thinking to myself, this is a computer monitor. But no, I knew it was a gaming monitor. I said, "Oh, was that a gaming monitor?" Because then I saw the HDMI cords, and I was just kind of like, you know what? Let me take a look at this. Once I saw the HDMI cords, I kind of got excited because I'm like, this is a legit. But I had the attention they were going to be asking like $60 for it or something. No, they had it at $9.99, $10. So I took it in the car for a minute. I thought about it. I was like, well, hold on. I want to see. If there's anything else first. Maybe I'll think about it. I'll hold on to it. After finally, like, hey, let me plug it in and see if it turns on. If it turns on, I'm gonna take the gamble for $10. Took it home. All right. First thing I did was took it into my kitchen area or little area out of my room, like my man cave area, and I plugged it up. Had my switch going, my Switch 2 plugged in, and I was messing around with the Switch 2 a little bit on there. Played Fortnite because I hadn't played much of the new season, so I was like, all right, let me get it going on my Switch. I haven't played any of the new season on the Switch. First match on that monitor on the Switch, I got a win on the Switch 2. I was like, all right. And I've had several people say that this was not a bad deal for $10. I'm happy with it, honestly, because I was literally using a freaking television, an old, like, freaking Samsung TV from, like, 2010, 2011. Yeah, it's pretty old. I'll tell you this. It was my stepdad who gave it to me, and he had it back when Resident Evil freaking 6 was out, and I think Resident Evil 6 was like 2012, so yeah, or 2011. It had been a while. Yeah, definitely. So I was like, all right, it's really time for a new TV. I'm playing all these new games and stuff. That's cool. It says Reno. Oh, we gotta fight him. Well, so I'm happy. I still have that TV, but since I've like cleaned up a bit and and got rid of my old. So what I had where it's at now, it's on a big table stand there. I had a old like 90s TV from probably like 97 or 98, and it had basically only thing it had was RF. It was old, but I used it to play my old games, so I got rid of it. Not get rid of it. Like I still have it if I ever want to use it, but it's gone. I'm probably never going to use it again. And honestly, at this point, there's the game, by the way. There's more cutscenes. Because I love this monitor. I mean, it's great. I mean, it runs well. I mean, for the price I paid, I'm happy. I feel like playing all these games, everything feels much smoother and they all run better. Which is great, because I've been wanting a gaming monitor. Anyway, back to this game, by the way. This is Valus 3. It's pretty cool. I've actually almost beaten this game, but I'm not going to sit here and play every game. I'm just going to go through them quick. There's other games we played. Galaga. I love some of these games. There's a lot on here. Critical Depth, that's new. That wasn't on here before. That's actually a PS1 game. What's Serve the Wicked? C64. I've never heard of it. I never heard of that one either. I do like that you can see what the games actually are, which is kind of cool. So you know what you're playing. Worms. You know what's funny? Worms World Party's on here, and that's actually on a better version of that is on PlayStation already, where you can like save anywhere and rewind and all that. So I don't think I'm gonna be wanting to play that version. Hog of War. I've ever. That's also a PS1 game. Never played it. I'd check it out, but here's a game. Metal Dragon. I'm gonna say this game. This game is insanely awesome, by the way. And came out back in 2021. It's almost like Metal Gear Solid like. I've seen John Riggs talk about this game, and he actually played it and thought it was pretty cool. And I think I've seen a few other people stream it. All right, we'll so different stuff. Too easy. Why not? I just want to show you the game. I don't want to. So yeah, it starts out like Metal Gear, as you can see. It tells you what you got to do. Sort of thing, boss, penetrating. It's my thing. Remember, this is a okay. But then it turned into like a shooter. So, right off the bat, this vaguely reminds me a lot of Commando. Very much like Commando. This also reminds me of another NES game, not just Commando. I want to say Heavy Barrel, which is a Data East game, which I've actually beaten and played. Do you know there's a hack of Heavy Barrel which has Chip and Dale in it? Yeah, so that's pretty funny. You can find it on you can find like one of those cheap knockoff consoles. Go buy one of them, you'll see Chip and Dale fly in it, and this is also like Mercs too. This is also a lot like Mercs. That's the game I was thinking of with the way you get the power-ups and everything. Yeah, a lot like Mercs. You get a bomb. Oh, you do get some bombs. Nice. Oh, crap, man. I'm getting this. You have health, which is nice. Oh, there is spread in this game. A shitty version of spread. Yeah. Whoa. Damn. Oh, we got cutscene. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. I just gotta take care of something real quick. Text and treat friends. Alright, we're back. Yeah, Mercs. This is what I'm thinking of Mercs. I actually own. So I actually really love Mercs. I love the arcade game. The first time I played Mercs was on the Capcom Collection Volume 1 when I got that. My mom had taken me to GameStop to buy that, and I went home that night and that day, and I played the hell out of that collection. Mercs was the first game I ever played on it because I loved it. It's a sequel to Commando. Great game. I own that in my personal collection, but I own a Canadian variant, which is kind of weird. I do like that there's lots of health scattered throughout, so the game's kind of giving you, like, plenty of health here at least. God, this level just drags on forever. Some more health, nice. I think this just keeps going. Jeez. I don't remember this level being so dang long, but it is. At last, we're coming to the end, I think. Yep. More cutscenes. Oh, it's the boss. First boss. There. That was easy. That's kind of lame, honestly. And you can see this is very much like the level off of Mercs. I kind of want to play through this now just to see what happens. We'll play through this a little bit because I'm curious now. I do kind of like this game actually more than I thought I would. Forgot about this game. As like I said, I've seen John Riggs play this. He likes it. It's really cool. It's really cool that they're doing new games in the old style. I think that's just freaking so awesome. God, is this just good going on or what? Hey, we finally made it. Alright, now we're going to the right. When in doubt, you know what they say, go to the right. Man, we have so many grenades. It's crazy. Like I said, I do like that they give you plenty of health here. That's always good, because we need that. I wish the spread was better. It kind of sucks, in my own opinion. Now these levels are just, they drag on and on and on. Cool game, but that level just keeps going. I like how you can get a weapon from each of the trucks you destroy. It's like if I destroy another truck, they'll give me another weapon. Alright, now we're going out. That means we're coming up to the boss. Yep. I am the commander of this phase. My name is Green Beret. Why does he look like Solid Snake? Alright then. My guy doesn't even look... he kind of looks like him too. Oh, you're fighting a bunch of Metal Gears. Ha! That's it. That was easy. Breakfast done. Where is the girl? Whoa, he cursed. And now it just sends us right back. Oh god, I don't want to die. There's health. Grab the health. I like how we went from being inside a building to now just being outside again. And it's the same repetitive thing with the new... Now we're just fighting Metal Gears. Oh crap, there's no continue, is there? Oh, there is. At least it lets us go back out here, that's good. I do like this game. I think it's cool. I think it's a. I'll tell you what I think. It's a bit repetitive, and it's trying to spoof Metal Gear, but not play like Metal Gear, which is kind of weird. I mean, I don't think it's all that great, honestly. It seems like it's getting harder and harder to get weapons now, to get health now. I need more health. I need some better health. Like that. Hell yeah. Rescue the president. Alright, here's where we can pretty much stock up on good shit. So this is a little bit of shotgun, but it's literally just a spread fire. Ah, there we go. Got my hand hurt. This is a flacoid snake. I am on my way to rescue you. This is a freaking weird ass game. I'm not lying. I think we have continues. Give me a sec. Before I continue, I want to drink. Oh, my water's leaking. Got a leaky water. Alright, so I have to regain everything again. There we go. What? There we go. I'm gonna I'm gonna save it because I want to come back to this game. I don't want to spend all my time in it, but it's an awesome game. You can see it's really a cool game, and I'll definitely be wanting to play more of it later. I can continue where I left off. There's other ones on here. I'm not gonna go through all the indie games. Um, Ninja Gaiden's on here, but it's the arcade version. So yeah, Kung Fu Master's the arcade one, which is better. Night Slashers is a Dead East beat 'em up. Renegade, the original, much better than the NES in my opinion. Iron Commander's a great one. These are all arcade games. None of these are the original versions, unfortunately. So let's just see if there's anything good on here. There's a C64 Renegade 3. Huh. Oh yeah, look at that Renegade 3, but it looks like crap. Spectrum Rival Tours. Shadow Force. Have I ever played that? I don't know that one. Actually, maybe I do. Hold on, it does kind of look familiar, but I don't know, I'm just looking. I would love to see the Target. I'd love to see a Spectrum version of Target Renegade. I gotta play this one because I do remember the NES game of this, and it was alright, but I didn't know there was a. Alright, so you press 1, you have to do the keyboard thing. Oh god, this is bad! It takes forever for him to get up. There we go. I actually beat the NES game before, but this is a bad game. Wow, this is horrible. I can't play it. It's bad. I don't even know why that came out on another platform. I thought that was an NES game altogether. Apparently not, and I never knew it. So yeah, here's an arcade game. The Legend of Skill Rod from 1999 with some chick with, you know, no idea. Let's go with him. This is cool. So it's a fighting game. Essentially, with polygon graphics. Or at least the best they could be for 1999. This reminds me, you know what this reminds me of? Golden Axe, The Return of Death Adler. Alright, that's cool. I don't want to sit there and play it, but it is cool, and it's something I never knew existed, honestly. What's the Age of Hero? That's also another. Wait, is that the same as the other game, Skill Rod 2? Oh my god, there's a sequel? I gotta see the sequel. I didn't even know that existed. Maybe it's an improvement over the first game, 'cause I'd be curious to see what the difference is. Oh yeah, you get 4 characters this time. Warrior, fighter. Uh, oh, this one. Ooh. Very similar to the first game. And then it starts the stage, yeah. Cool concept, but I'm not gonna sit there and play it. I love beat 'em ups, but I'm not gonna sit there and bore you to death for an hour with freaking beat 'em ups. If I've never heard of it, I definitely want to see what it is. Because then I kind of get like, well, I gotta know. What is that? I think I have played that. I'm not even gonna bother with that, but it's cool. Stone Protectors is on here, by the way. Um, I think that's originally. I think that was originally a Super Nintendo game. '94. It's on the Genesis, so I want to see this because there was a Mega Drive version. We never got this in America. Well, you know what I mean. It just never came to Genesis. Somebody actually. Oh yeah, so it's real, but it's How do you say it was? This is basically. Flipper. I'm gonna go with Chester because he's big and bulky. This might be a real game. It was never finished, and I think somebody finally decided to finish the game and release it. Who remembers Stone Protectors? I vaguely remember them. I may have had some of them. I remember Battle Trolls a bit 'cause I used to have the trolls. I remember Biker Mice from Mars. Definitely remember that. I remember there were a couple things. So just like the Super Nintendo game, it's just a beat 'em up. Yeah. If you like beat 'em ups, you probably like this game, but me, I'm very, very, very picky when it comes to that kind of stuff. So I wouldn't want to sit there and what's that? Street Hassle C64. It's weird because it says that this is all the games they have for the fighting stuff, but I disagree. Fallen Angel, there's 3 versions of this game, and I'm looking at all the versions, and there's Spectrum C64. We're gonna take a look at the Amiga version because the Amiga is a pretty powerful console that can do some crazy stuff. I want to see what this game is, and those other 2 versions legitimately sound like shit. So I'm gonna try the more advanced version of this. Dude, this literally just reminds me of not Renegade, but that other game. What was that other game? Was it Renegade or it was something? Or was it? Oh, it was This is horrible. Oh, there we go. That's how you punch. He's got like this Arnold punch, like whoa. Once you figure out the controls, it's not that bad. You pretty much just fight anybody in this game. And then you get back on the subway. So what was the point? Get off and then get on? Do I, do I just respond? Nice. I just want to get to the first level, but I don't know if that's going to happen. So these are like the boss. I don't even know how you freaking kick. I'm not even going to try kicking. Oh, it's weird. How you do like a, you do like that somehow, I guess. I don't know how I did that. So I'm holding square and X. I don't like the health meter. Like, the health goes down so quickly. You don't even get a chance to react to the health. This is horrible. This is bad. I just know why I never heard of this game. It's shit. I got the piece of paper that says air. I don't know what that means. Good riddance. What a garbage game that was. Just for shits and giggles, because I've seen this 300 version, we'll look at the shittiest version of all. We'll take a look at the Spectrum version, which we all know is going to be horrible because Spectrum graphics aren't very impressive. For their time they were, but maybe not so bad. Or Sinclair, I guess that's like, oh, you gotta use the keyboard for this. Oh my god, this is horrible. There's not even music. It's not that bad, but it's pretty bad. Alright, it's pretty bad. No music and the graph. That's what the Spectrum was all about. They could do sound effects, but they couldn't do music. I never played the Spectrum. Never had a Spectrum growing up, so I couldn't really tell you much about the Spectrum. I just know it was bad, and I just know some. Oh no, okay, it wasn't bad. Some people have fond memories of the Spectrum, and that's fine. You know, I don't have a thing with it. I don't have a problem with it. If I could play more for it, I would. Here's Monty Mole. That's a really cool game. Not Wanted. There's Monty on the Run. I think there's one called, and that's on the Commodore 64. Here's fighting games. Let's see what they got for fighting. I know they're gonna say, isn't that what we just looked at? I guess. There's different ways of calling it fighting. Metal Class? Huh. Never heard of that. Here's Fighting Warrior, and I'm gonna take a look at the better version, the Commodore 64 release of this one, because I already know what the Spectrum version is gonna be like. It's gonna be horrible. But we might have a better version here. What the fuck is this? Alright, I'm moving. Ah, what the hell? What in the freak is this? Dude, I'm not even gonna ask what he's doing right now. I'm like grossed out at the same time. Is that a lion? They gave me 5 lives, so I guess that's kind of nice. I'm gonna beat him. I just want to beat him and see what happens. Because this is an intriguing game. One more hit, I'll do it. There we go, he's dead. Did I get anything? Ooh, I got a piece of candy. Do I have to pick it up? That's horrible. I have no clue what that even is, what that even was. And I picked the, I supposedly picked the most impressive version and got the least impressive version. Trio the Punch, Worm Blasters, the Ignition Factor. That's not. It's a firefighting game, and that's actually a fun game. That's on the Switch. I think that's on the Switch service. So that one I could get away with, and actually I like that one. Here's another Commodore game. Here is Fist 2. Wait, you mean there's a sequel to Fighting Warrior called Fist 2? This one's by Beam Software. Oh god, you know who Beam Software is? They made freaking True Lies on Genesis. Super Nintendo one was LJN. Beam Software has made a bunch of schlocky games, if you if you know what I mean. They've made some pretty shitty ones. True Lies is actually a pretty good one, though. What am I looking at here? Do I fight anybody? What the freak is this? The music's kind of cool, though. It's really eerie. Oh, here we go. This is like the beginning. Now we get into the fighting. How do you punch? What the fuck? What the hell am I doing? That's bad. I never heard that game until now, and I can see why. So it reminds me of how do you pronounce it? Is it called Karataken or Kurta? You would know. You always see them on the clone system, and they always call it Tekken, but it's not Tekken. It does remind me of that game where you have to but with this one, you automatically get into the fighting stance. That one you don't. They just. I want to see this. We'll do one more on the fighting game. We'll do this Shadow Fighter game because I've never heard of it. It's an Amiga game, so let's see if it's any good. Amiga does have a few quality game. I think Amiga is more known for their shooters. That's for a fact. They have some good shooters on there. I wonder if this was on the Genesis. Oh, what the freak? Alright, we got a fighting game here. With weird looking characters. How many female characters do we have? We have one. You telling me this whole game you've got one female character? Lita. I'm going with Tawny. I like Tawny. Dude, this is like Street Fighter. Weird. What the heck am I playing right now? Who knows? This might be good. I'll say this much. It's not the worst. I kind of do like the art style. So Tawny is like Terry Bogard, basically. I died. Dude, they kill you quick. Whoever did the hit detect on this is like, what the hell? Like 3 or 4 hits killed you. I've played Street Fighter and I've not died in 4 hits. That's horrible. I kind of do like the graphics though. I don't say that much. I never heard of Shadow Fighter. Who even made it? I can't even read that. I don't know. It just says Amiga. So, yeah, that's pretty crappy. What's Full Contact? Now I want to see that because Team 17 and it's an Amiga game. I do want to see this. I'm not lying to you. I want to see this one. So I'm going to take a look at this because I'm curious to see what this is. I like the music. But can the promise be held? What the heck? Full contact. That's kind of cool. I like the opening. That was kind of cool. Is this like a one-on-one fighting game, or what is this? Excuse me. Are they known for making any other games? I'll never know, because I never even heard of them. Tung Lo! Known for his wild... Alright, get ready. Oh, this is horrible. Get back up. You can only kick, apparently. There's no... I don't see any way of punching. You don't get my ass kicked. This game sucks, too. Next. You know, if I like a game, I play it much longer than that. And I did not like full contact at all. Like, that was legitimately just horrible. Very horrible game, so. Alright, I'm gonna check a few more things out here, so let's keep going here. There's all your old players. You got your Cannon Fold, your Mega Drives. MSX, what is that game? Oh, Ruin Monster, never heard of it. There's Arcade Spheres, Arcane Odyssey. That's a newer game, actually. Not a newer game, but just never came out here in America. Ooh, Pirates. Is that what I think it is? Pirate Pete. Never heard of it. Rastan. I love Rastan, but I don't know. What's Topper missing? Oh, it's like... I know what it's like. Yeah, it's like Toplifting. I love Berserk. It's a cool game. I do like Berserk. Uh... You know, we'll end on Berserk here because I am going to get off here and come back and see you again later sometime to check out some more of the arcade games. We'll play Berserk. So I do know how to play this game, and I do like this.
Attacks a humanoid. Intruder alert, intruder alert.
Oh yeah, you gotta watch out. Got a bonus. Run, 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 run.
The intruder must not escape.
Oh, we got to the next room. Oh, they can shoot now. Yeah, I gotta watch.
Kill the intruder. Shoot the intruder.
Come on, down.
Intruder alert. The humanoid must not escape.
I love this game. I could sit here for hours and play Berserk.
Intruder alert, intruder alert. Destroy the humanoid. Got the humanoid.
Ah, he got me. Crap.
Destroy it.
But I'm not making it up. I could play this for hours. I legitimately love Berserk.
Got the humanoid. Got the
Crap.
intruder. Shoot the humanoid. Got the humanoid. Got the intruder.
Well, I got my highest score at least. I do like Berserk, so, you know. I'm going to play that one more time real quick, because I love that game. I could sit there and play. I like Food Fight, too, which is really cool. You just got to get to the ice cream, eat the ice cream. I'll show you again how to play this.
Attack the humanoid. Attack the intruder. Intruder alert, intruder alert. Shoot the intruder.
Hurry up. Get the bonus, go to the next screen. Intruder must not escape.
Get it. Attack intruder.
Ah!
Humanoid.
Oh yeah, and you can't touch the sides either, I forgot.
Hidden fight like a robot.
Oh, you can go the different directions.
Got the humanoid. Got the intruder. Kill the humanoid.
I'm gonna go up here.
Hidden fight like a robot.
I forget what you're supposed to exactly do.
Kill it. Got the humanoid. Got
Alright.
the intruder.
Yeah, I didn't make it. It's a fun game. You gotta know to go to each room and figure things out. Great game though. I like this game. We should do that one time. We might take a look at the Atari 50, and I don't have any of the extra stuff that comes with it, so that we probably won't do. But yeah, we'll definitely take a look at some more of this stuff because I want to check out more of these games and say some other stuff. So I hope you enjoyed that. I did a little bit longer video this time. I was able to show you more stuff and talk to you a little bit. And I'll be back again for part 3 as we take a look at more and maybe even the Atari 50th collection. Catch you later.
Yep.